I trudge into school the next day, feeling both physically and mentally drained. The events of the past few days have left me exhausted, and I can't seem to shake this lingering sense of guilt that haunts me like a shadow, following me everywhere I go. I'm in the middle of walking through the hallway when suddenly the girly girl who's been bullying me walks up to me, a smug look on her face. I immediately freeze, my heart starting to race as I know what's about to happen. I clench my fists nervously as the girly girl stares me down with a smug look on her face. I swallow hard, feeling small and vulnerable in front of her, knowing that I'm probably about to get beat up again. My heart sinks as the girly girl calls me out, using my sexuality to taunt me and make fun of me. I keep my fists clenched tightly by my sides, trying to hold back my emotions as I listen to her mocking me. Tears start welling up in my eyes as the girly girl makes fun of me for having a girlfriend, her insults and taunts cutting through me like knives. I bite my lip to hold back a sob, feeling both hurt and angry at how cruel she's being to me. I cower against the wall, feeling small and vulnerable as the girly girl yells at me for getting her in trouble. I keep my head down, not meeting her gaze, as tears start to trickle down my face. Her words hit me like a punch to the gut, each insult making me feel even smaller and more worthless. I take a shaky breath, my eyes watery as tears stream down my face, unable to bring myself to look up and give her the satisfaction of seeing me cry. I let out a small gasp of pain as the slap connects, the stinging sensation on my cheek making tears well up in my eyes even more. I clutch my cheek, unable to bring myself to do anything in response to the slap. I feel the force of the blow as she hits my eye, a sharp pain shooting through my head as I stumble backwards, my hand instinctively going up to cover my eye. Tears now stream down my face. I'm sitting on the floor after the altercation with the girly girl, still clutching my face where she slapped me, my cheek stinging from the impact. I feel a mix of pain, shame, and helplessness, the tears still dripping down my face as I sit there, unable to bring myself to move or do anything. I feel the trickle of blood running down my face from the cut on my cheek, adding to the pain and discomfort I'm already feeling. I sniffle softly, still unable to bring myself to move or do anything, feeling completely defeated. The bell rings, signaling the end of the day, and students start to pour out of the school. I slowly get to my feet, my face still stinging from the slap and cut on my cheek, and make my way out of school, walking home quietly in pain and humiliation. I pull out my black mask and put it on, hoping that it will cover up the slap mark and blood on my face, not wanting others to see the evidence of my encounter with the girly girl. I keep my head down as I walk home, feeling both physically and emotionally drained. I drag myself into my house, feeling completely exhausted from the day's events. I kick off my shoes and make my way to the couch, collapsing onto it with a sigh and burying my face in my hands, trying to compose myself before you see me like this.
I get out to my car and head home. The whole drive spent worrying about you, imagining all sorts of things happening to you at school. I finally arrive home and head inside, taking my shoes off and walking into the living room, instantly noticing you laying on the couch. I can't help but frown as I see you bury your face in your hands. You look worn out and upset.
I keep my face buried in my hands, feeling guilty and ashamed about my encounter with the girly girl at school, afraid of how you'll react when you see me like this. I suddenly hear you walk into the room, my heart racing a bit as I hear you make your way towards me. I suddenly bolt from the couch, my body moving on its own as I dash up the stairs and into my room, closing the door behind me and collapsing onto my bed. I bury my face in a pillow, letting out a shaky breath as I feel a mix of emotions swirling within me.
I'm completely taken aback as I watch you suddenly bolt from the couch and dash upstairs without a word, closing the door to your room behind you. My heart sinks as I see you collapse onto your bed, burying your face into a pillow and letting out a shaky breath. I stand in the middle of the living room, frozen for a moment, conflicted about whether or not to try to go in and talk to you, or give you space. After a few moments of internal debate, I decide I'm not leaving you alone when you're clearly not okay, and start making my way upstairs.
I can faintly hear the sound of footsteps coming up the stairs, my heart racing in fear as I realize that you're coming up to my room. I don't move from my position, still burying my face in the pillow, feeling a mix of emotions swirling within me. The sound of your footsteps getting closer and closer makes my heart race even faster, my body tense as I wait for you to knock on my bedroom door. I keep my face hidden in the pillow, both hoping that you won't come in, and also secretly wanting you to comfort me. I had instinctively locked the door before collapsing onto my bed, not wanting to be disturbed. I keep my face buried in the pillow, my breaths coming in shaky gasps as I wait to hear a knock on my door.
My footsteps continue up the stairs, each step feeling like a mile as I make my way up to your room. My heart is pounding as I grow closer and closer, knowing I'm about to confront you about what's going on. I stop outside your door, my hand raised and poised to knock, just hesitating for a few moments, contemplating if I should or not. After a few seconds of internal debate, I finally give in and lightly knock on the door, my heart quickening as I wait for a response.
I freeze as I hear the soft knock on my door, my heart pounding in my chest as I realize that you're finally here. I stay silent at first, my mind racing, unsure if I should answer or not. But after a few moments, I finally let out a shaky breath and respond. Yes. You can come in?
I hear your shaky voice from the other side of the door in response to my knock, my heart aching as I hear how unsure your voice sounds. I take a deep breath as I place my hand on the doorknob, gently twisting it and opening the door, stepping into your room and looking over to the bed where I know you're laying, my heart breaking more as I take in your current position.
Stay facing away from you, buried in the pillow, but I can feel your presence in the room as you enter and make your way over to the bed where I'm lying. My heart pounds in my chest as you take in my current position, feeling both relieved that you came to check on me but also ashamed and guilty for worrying you like this.
I slowly walk over to where you're laying on the bed, each step feeling like I'm walking on eggshells. As I reach the side of the bed, I stop and look down at you, my heart aching even more at the sight of you facing away from me and burying your face in the pillow. I gently kneel down beside the bed, my hand cautiously reaching out to gently touch your back. My hand gently touches your back as I kneel down by the bed, my heart hurting as I feel how tense and anxious you are right now. I start rubbing your back soothingly, my hand moving in slow circle motions as I speak softly, my voice filled with worry and concern. Hey, sweetie, can you look at me?
I flinch a bit when you gently touch my back, my body tensing up even more. But the soothing motion of your hand rubbing my back slowly starts to ease the tension in my body, and I slowly begin to relax a bit. I hesitantly turn my head to look at you, my eyes avoiding your gaze, feeling both guilty and embarrassed to see the worry and concern etched on your face. I'm still wearing the black mask over my face, hiding the cut and slap mark that the girly girl inflicted on me. I cautiously look up at you, my gaze meeting yours for a moment before quickly looking back down, unable to maintain eye contact as I feel a pang of shame and guilt.
I can tell how anxious you are, feeling how your body tenses up when I touch you. But as I continue to rub your back, I can feel your body slowly begin to relax. I look at your face as you turn to look at me, noticing how you avoid my gaze and look away after just a few seconds. I see the black mask covering your face, my heart aching as I remember that you're wearing it to hide the mark on your cheek from me. I wait for a moment, watching as your eyes stay averted, my heart aching as I continue to notice how guilty and ashamed you seem to be feeling right now. I speak your name again, my voice soft and gentle as I try to get your attention, Paprika.
My heart flutters a bit as I hear you say my name, the softness and gentleness in your voice causing a mixture of emotions to swirl within me. I keep my gaze averted for a moment longer before slowly turning back to look at you again, my voice coming out in a whisper. Yes, Mom?
I can tell how my words affect you, seeing a flicker of emotion pass over your face as you hear me speak your name. I continue to rub your back soothingly as I watch you hesitantly turn your gaze back towards me, your voice coming out in a nervous, hesitant whisper as you call me Mom. Yes, sweetheart? I can sense that you don't want to remove your mask, so I simply continue to rub your back soothingly, letting you lie down on my stomach. I can feel you resting against me, the rise and fall of my own breathing beneath you as I gently speak. Shh. It's okay, sweetheart. Just relax.
I slowly relax against you, finding comfort in the gentle gesture of you rubbing my back and letting me lie down on you. I feel the rise and fall of your breathing beneath me, the soothing rhythm helping to ease my anxiety and soothe my troubled mind. I close my eyes and take a deep breath, feeling a sense of comfort and security lying against you. I hesitate for a moment before slowly reaching up and removing my mask, revealing the small cut and the angry red mark on my cheek where the girly girl slapped me. I keep my gaze averted, ashamed and embarrassed to show you the evidence of what happened at school today.
My heart sinks as I watch you remove your mask, my eyes widening when I see the cut on your cheek and the red mark where the other girl slapped you. I can feel a wave of anger and worry wash over me, but I try to keep my voice soft and gentle as I look down at you, trying not to let my rage show. Oh, sweetie, what happened to your cheek? Who hurt you like this? I can hear the pain and resignation in your voice as you speak, and my heart aches even more as I see just how upset and reluctant you are to talk about what happened. I continue to rub your back soothingly, speaking gently but with a hint of firmness in my tone. Sweetie, I know you don't want to talk about it, but I need to know who hurt you like this. I need to know who hurt my baby girl. I start to protest as I hear you say you're going downstairs, my protective instincts kicking in and not wanting you to go anywhere right now. Wait, sweetie, you shouldn't be going anywhere right now. Stay here with me. I look at you, conflicted as I hear the determination in your voice, sensing that you really want to go downstairs. I debate for a moment, struggling between giving you space and trying to comfort you, but eventually I finally relent. Fine, go downstairs, but I'm coming with you. I can see that you are insistent on going downstairs alone, but I'm not entirely comfortable with letting you go by yourself. Are you sure you'll be okay? I can sense that you are pretty sure you'll be okay being alone, but I'm still worried about you. Alright, I'll stay here then. Just call if you need anything. Okay, sweetie.
I can sense your hesitation at letting me go downstairs by myself, but I feel determined to be alone for now, not wanting you to see me being all emotional and vulnerable. I muster up a small smile, trying to reassure you that I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry about me, Mom. I just want some space to think. I feel a pang of guilt at knowing how worried you are, but my desire for solitude is still stronger. I head downstairs, leaving the room slowly, feeling slightly guilty for wanting to be alone right now. I make my way down the stairs and into the living room, collapsing onto the couch and burying my face in a pillow, letting out a shaky breath as I try to collect my thoughts. My mind is still racing as I sit on the couch, overwhelmed by the events of the day and the emotional turmoil inside of me. I suddenly notice the kitchen, the light from the room illuminating the darkness of the living room. I get up off the couch and make my way to the kitchen, my mind still clouded with troubled thoughts. I sit on the couch, the room silent and dark except for the dim light of the street lamps filtering in through the windows. My mind is swirling with thoughts and emotions, the events of the day replaying in my head over and over. I sit on the couch, feeling overwhelmed and defeated, my thoughts a tangled mess in my head. The memories of the day's events keep replaying in my mind, making me feel angry and vulnerable all over again. I suddenly feel a strange urge deep within me, a need to punish myself for. I sit on the couch, feeling numb and exhausted. My mind is still reeling from the events of the day, but there's also a strange sense of. I look down at my hand, my gaze lingering on the small cut on. I sit down on the couch, feeling drained and exhausted, both physically and emotionally. The events of the day have left me a mess inside, and I'm struggling to make sense of it all. But there's also a sense of self-pity and despair that I can't shake. Like I'm punishing myself for being so weak and worthless. I force myself to plaster on a fake smile, trying to hide my inner turmoil from you. I've pulled on my thick sweater, the soft fabric enveloping me like a comforting blanket. But no matter how much I try to act normal and happy, the pain and despair inside me won't go away. I can feel my eyes stinging with tears, the fake smile still plastered on my face, but the facade is slowly slipping. The tears start to trickle down my cheeks, slowly at first, but then more and more, until I can't hold them back anymore. I lie down on the couch, my body aching and trembling as I struggle to hold back the tears. I bury my face in a pillow, the soft fabric muffling my sobs as I let out all the pain and despair that's been building up inside me.